Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe here, coming at you today from Town Hall 11. We're going to be doing Town Hall 11 content, 11v11, Striker, Avi, I got you guys. So it's got a lot of air content, guys. So this is like one of those things that a lot of people want to steer away from. But so a lot of these bases that are showing up in the league competitive play that are leaking over into, standard wars are really devised for beating up or defending the Town Hall 10. That's really the intent here, to stop the Town Hall 10s. But what they're doing is they're actually opening it up for, Town Hall 11s to just absolutely demolish them using air. I have multiple replays today, guys. And the thing is that it really requires a lot of practice, a lot of timing, a lot of, friendly challenges. And also, if you get the base hit first, knowing what's in the clan castle, knowing where the traps are at on some of these things, it does help out a lot. So let's go ahead and get into that gameplay, guys, and check out what's going on there. Alright, so our first attack here houses a queen walk, or a queen charge in this case, with a 19 balloons, 1 clan castle hound, and 1 hound in the queue. Obviously in the start out here, he knows that there's an air-seeking mine over there, uses a balloon to get rid of that so it doesn't take away from one of his healers. So there's obviously some planning involved there off of a second hit. The clan castle on this base does house the baby dragon Valkyrie combination, so that's one of those, everybody seems to think that that combination is going to stop everything, and it's not any different or any better than a lava hound. So, and I have a video that I'm working on right now for clan castles. Either way, regardless, Barbarian King is dropped over in that western corner, working on structures on the outsides of the base. That way, it opens up for the queen to go into the base. Now, the target here is actually getting rid of the Eagle Artillery, getting rid of a few of these wizard towers. Barbarian King cracks into the base, takes out a few more structures, and then the Grand Warden is put down with the queen as an additional level of protection for that queen. Also, his Eternal Tome ability to keep her alive. So she does have the newer level 5 healers on her. As the queen's the rage spells drop for that queen, she's going to go directly into the Tesla location, as well as the Inferno Tower. Her ability is used, Grand Warden's ability is used, and she does take down the Eagle Artillery, and she will get in on this Inferno Tower. So also in tail here, he would like to get rid of that enemy queen, which is exactly what he's working in on. There's another rage spell drop to get her health back up prior to, as well as poison spells for the clan castle as it's drawn. So you see how much of the base he's actually taken out with this queen walk. So obviously the healers here are, the newer level hero or healers are working really well, synchronized with that archer queen, and another rage is put down to keep her going throughout this base, taking out the lower half of this base, going after another air defense. Now all the air portion is going to come in from the northeast, working their way down, and a free spell for the air sweeper, for the Inferno Tower, as well as the Tesla. Perfect timing here for the rage spell to push everything through the base. The Inferno Tower just comes back unfrozen and then does go down to that group of balloons that was housed over top of it. Another haste spell, or a haste spell, is dropped. The queen, look where the queen's located. She's going to get rid of this air defense for our group of balloons. We have a massive group of minions up in the north and some pups from the lava hounds, and they're going to finish this base up for cleanup. Just a beautiful, well executed attack. Perfect timing here, and we'll move into the second attack, guys. Alright, so attack number 2. The clan castle houses a lava hound balloon combination. Take note of where the heroes are located on this base. 2 groups of balloons come in from the northwest, going in on the mortars to set the funnel, assist basically tanking for these baby dragons, allowing the baby dragons to clear the flanks. That way our Barbarian King is able to tank for the Archer Queen and go in on this base. Now the idea here is to get rid of the Eagle Artillery and the 2 air defenses up in the north side of the base. And the Inferno Towers are pretty centralized by the Town Hall. So take note that the Grand Warden is not used here with the kill squad, the Barbarian King, Queen. Take note of those hero levels. The hero levels do matter here. Barbarian King is able to tank for the Queen, and then the Queen will get in on this Eagle Artillery, as well as getting rid of both of these air defenses, which is pivotal to the attack, guys. Queen takes down with the first air defense, second air defense falls. Now, there will be about 4 or 5 different groups of balloons here that go in. Take note of the pathing here on what he's looking to do. He also has haste spells for speeding the groups of balloons up, as well as the Grand Warden being placed on the map with these troops. 2 skeleton spells is used with a rage spell for the Archer Queen. The problem here is that Archer Queen stepped down into the next compartment, which makes it the skeleton spells kind of ineffective. The attack itself does in fact work out, the Grand Warden's ability was used over top of the enemy queen. That way he didn't lose all of his balloons in the process. Now, he did lose the group of balloons that was moving in quickly on where the location where he froze. And I think he swagged the heal spell here by mistake. It was probably supposed to go into the location where that Inferno Tower is at to heal the balloons up as they moved past the Inferno Tower into the Expo. Now, the enemy queen does in fact go down, and he only has about 1 Lava Hound worth of pups remaining after the attack. So the cleanup here could be a time issue, but regardless, the attack does work itself out. He does get a nice split on the balloons. He has a group that goes up north, and then he has a group that goes back towards the Town Hall and is able to get the 2nd star at the least in the event that it didn't turn into a 3-star. So take note of where the Grand Warden was used. Obviously, the clan castle housing the Lava Hound, it was never pulled, so don't worry about that. Now, if it's a first-time strike for you, you just don't know what's in the clan castle. It's just one of those risks you're going to have to take. Let's go ahead and get into the 3rd attack, guys. Alright, so attack number 3, diamond-shaped base, air defenses in the core. The clan castle does, in fact, house a Lava Hound. And so what he's doing here is he uses a few balloons to take care of that mortar. He uses his queen sacrificially in order to clear the defenses and guide his group of bowlers. He's got 8 bowlers in his composition in order to get in and take care of the enemy queen, and he's looking to get rid of one of these Inferno Towers. Now, queen will go down, but there's a nice funnel on both sides to where the bowlers aren't going to distract and go in 2 different locations or go on the outsides of the base. Rage spell is dropped. Barbarian King's ability is used to get rid of that enemy queen, and he will push into the next compartment. Now, the bowlers are actually going to be unsuccessful here in getting rid of the Inferno Tower, but they do a little bit of damage there. Now, take note of the air portion. The Grand Warden is set with the air portion due to the fact the amount of the base that's left over to be taken here. Now, look at the defenses in the core where the expos are and the air defenses. They're just a line of defenses. Now, what's going to happen here is the balloons are going to group up here, and they're going to follow this pathing of defenses around this ring. They're going to go up into the expo, up into the air defense. Haste spells are going to be used to speed these balloons up and proceed deeper into the base, carrying them around as he brings balloons in from the north to take care of structures up there in the Wizard Tower. Grand Warden's ability is used here as they get back into the range of that Inferno Tower, and then another haste spell is dropped to push those balloons up out of the kill zone, and then a heal spell is dropped to assist our balloons when they get in on that high DPS Tesla, as well as the Wizard Tower. Wizard Tower will fall, and then our balloons will direct back into the Inferno Tower and finish it off. Now, there's not as many pups as he probably would have liked to have had here, but regardless, he does have pups and a minion on the Town Hall, which will provide a high 2-star if it were to be the case due to time. Fortunately for this attacker, he is able to successfully clean up this base for a 3-star. Just a beautiful attack. Take note of the pathing of the defenses and why it was successful. Let's go ahead and get into our 4th attack, guys. Alright, so our 4th attack actually does have a little bit of some luck involved. One key thing does actually go wrong, and there is a Lava Hound that pops and turns into a bit of a savior for the 3-star of this base. This base design is obviously anti-3. Town Hall's on the outside of the base, really set up for anti-air. And with the king tanking for the queen, we got baby dragons on the outsides of the base assisting with setting the funnel. The thing here is to get rid of the enemy queen. Now, the Barbarian King in the defense is actually tanking for his queen, which ties up the ability from the friendly queen not able to actually take down the enemy queen. That was a mouthful, but either way, you see what happened there. The queen's still standing. Now, in an air attack, that's not exactly a good thing. Most people are like, oh, that's a fail. Anyways, so we got 4 hounds here. Grand Warden is with the bulk of the attack yet again. Multiple dropped balloon locations here. Now, the balloons up in the north are going to work their way down into the Inferno Tower. Grand Warden's ability is popped as they move into the Eagle Artillery. You have another group of balloons that comes up from the south. There is a clone spell used here to send a pretty large group of balloons into that next Inferno Tower. Now, take note of the core of the base. We do have the queen, Wrecking Shop. She's stopping everything. She's popping hounds, and she's working on taking down balloons. Now, there's another few haste spells down in the south to help our balloons down there. That final hound does pop, and they will, in fact, queen pop, take care of the queen, and get rid of her. Now, there's a wizard tower still standing, and we have a Grand Warden, a Tesla, and the final wizard tower. So this is kind of where a little bit of luck happens with our balloons. They're going to move up and have enough health to take care of that wizard tower, but it could have proved to be something that actually did stop the attack. So we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Smash that like button. Share the content if you found value in it. Drop those comments below. Let me know if it helped you out at all. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.